Premier Meat Company has been providing proteins to the top restaurants in the U.S. for decades. For the first time, you are now able to enjoy them from the convenience of your own home, delivered straight to your doorstep, packed and shipped cold, fresh, but never frozen, delivered nationwide within 48 hours to your door using our proprietary technology with environmentally conscious packaging. Premier Meats gives the ability to ship nationwide while maintaining the ideal temperature of the proteins upon delivery. They got steaks, they got veal chops, they got bison, they got chicken, they got all sorts of meats. Fresh fishes. Premier Meats, it comes to your door sealed and packaged with guaranteed freshness. All right, go to premiermeats.com, save $20 using the promo code Rapaport. Grass-fed, protein-filled meats from Premier Meats and super fresh fish. Trust me, people always remember a great meal, and Premier Meats is the place for a well-priced, great meat and fish meal. premiermeats.com. Okay, what the fuck? I'm going to be really honest about the broadcast today. It's probably going to be short. Definitely going to be sweet. Here's the real, because the I Am Rapaport podcast is made for the people, and the plan up until I finished watching the Grammys was to put out our interview with Tom Green, the fascinatingly funny, groundbreaking comedian from MTV, and Freddie Got Fingered and Road Trip. We were going to put that out tomorrow. But, and the initial plan was to do a Grammy thing. But then we couldn't do that and blah, 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 blah. But then you're sitting there watching the Grammys. I just can't take it. I just can't take it. I don't even know where to start, but I'll just jump in. Chuck D said it best. Who gives a fuck about a goddamn Grammy? They never get it right when it comes to hip hop. It's not that fucking hard. All you got to do is go on Twitter or Instagram. Spend a couple hours on there, and you can figure out how to do it right. Even if you don't respect it or really truly care about it, you haven't, done any major league research, just go on Twitter for an afternoon. Send somebody a Grammy minion on there. They shitted on the in the tribute thing with the people who passed. They had DJ AJ, of course. They had Big Cap. They had someone else. I can't remember who it was. Somebody from Sugar Hill Gang. All linked together with under like it was like a hiccup. It was like a blink and you would miss it. And then 89 other people, not to say that anyone's more, death is death, and obviously that's a sad thing, and everybody, people's contribution is you can't say what's more important to certain people because it's subjective, it's art, it's music. You can't, you put these three dudes in a blink, like their contribution to what is the hypest shit, the last form of original music. You put them to a blink and then you forget. You don't even acknowledge the great Sean Price. Shame on you, Grammys, you motherfuckers. Shame on you. Again, you fucked it up. Yes, it was great to have Kendrick Lamar up there. He did a great performance, and the Earth, Wind and Fire tribute was dope, and the Dave Bowie. There was a lot of good things about it. But you shitted on hip hop again. And I know it's not on purpose. I think it's just ignorance. You just don't put in enough effort. It's not even that challenging. Just listen to the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. We talk about this shit all the time. You don't give you don't even give a blink to Sean Price, one of the most respected rappers. You don't know that he passed away in the last year. He can't get a blink up there with the rest of the people you gave blinks to. And I get it. There's time constraints. You can't please everybody, but wigga please. So I'm going to just go into this. This just be Grammys, and then we're going to get into the Kanye record, and I'm just going to see where this lands. We're going to push the Tom Green episode to Friday. It's fantastic. We interviewed him, and we're pushing that to Friday. I was supposed to call my co-host G Monetti. I'm gonna see if I could get him on the phone. If not, I'm just gonna do this solo. And this is the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Let's get into it. This isn't an emergency episode, but it's an urgency episode. So Taylor Swift won Song of the Year, Record of the Year, Album of the Year, and she went up there and shitted on Kanye, and I don't blame her. And she brought her homeboy up there with the glasses, some four-eyed fuck, and I think Money was ready to set it off. I don't know who Money was, but he had something to do with the album. He was probably her producer or her saxophonist. I don't know. She came up there with dude, and he looked like he was ready to get hype. The white dude with the glasses and the curly hair. He looked like he was ready to get it popping. If anything, jumped on the stage. And she said, you know, her speech, her acceptance speech, without being specific, she was like, you know, don't let anybody take credit for your fame to Kanye West, because he said in his record, well, whatever he said about I made that bitch famous, I think Taylor Swift's richer than him, more successful than Kanye West. I don't know all the stats. I don't fact check. I'm in here in a pair of boxer shorts and socks doing a podcast, okay? There's no technology around me. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm pretty sure Taylor Swift is bigger musically than him. And he's still talking about her. Why are you still talking about this girl? You did this, you want to go forward and you want to push the music forward, and that's your excuse for making The Life of Pablo, which I listened to 3 times. My son downloaded it, bought it. I listened to it 3 times with open ears and open heart and hoping it would surprise me. That shit is whack. It is not a hip-hop album. I don't know what the category that it is, but it's not hip-hop. It's not boom bap. Yo, it just isn't. And if you're on that record talking about Taylor Swift, and I could have fucked, I don't know what the lyrics, I could have fucked Taylor. First of all, how does your wife let you say these things? Like, that's some white girl shit, because only some dingy white chick, no disrespect, would let you say that, because I know if I said some shit like that out of my mouth, my lady would be like, yo. First of all, why are you still talking about this girl? Number one. Number two, why are you still talking about a girl? Why are you disrespecting a girl? Number two, why are you talking about fucking other chicks? We're married. You have a daughter. You're disrespecting me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be saying that stuff anyway. You're almost 40 years old. You're talking about a 25-year-old girl who didn't do nothing to you, and you're still talking about this incident 6 years ago, yet you want to make an excuse for pushing the music forward. That's why you're making auto-tuned records. I thought Jay-Z shut that down with that song, I don't know how many years ago, the auto-tuned shutdown record. I thought that was dead and buried. I haven't heard any of it. And now we're back to auto-tunes on Saturday Night Live. And Kanye in his tweets is like, I want that DMX sound. If you want that DMX sound, that DMX feel, get DMX. Get DMX. If you want that grit, that grime, do it yourself. Why are you doing all that? Because the shit you got out, that's not that DMX feel. That's not that auto-tune shit. That's not, I was waiting for KRS-One to enter the stage on Saturday Night Live and knock him off the stage like the way he did PM Dawn. They're up there wearing this crazy... El DeBarge was performing on Saturday Night Live with Kanye West. I thought it was former Saturday Night Live cast member Fred Armisen. I don't know what the fuck happened to El DeBarge. He looked like he had a stiff neck and like, you know, something wrong with his hips. He looked all fucked up in the game. And that performance was whack, period. And I am a fan. I am a fan of Kanye West. I fuck with his albums, but I'm done now. I'm not buying this shit. I listened to it 3 times with an open heart, in the Vroom Tomb. Drove around Los Angeles with my son in the Vroom Tomb. We were bumping it. Listened to it all the way through, hoping to be surprised, hoping to hear some dusty, funky shit. There's nothing funky on this new record. Me and G Monetti, we're gonna do a full review. And we're gonna break down that record and it, you know, it's just the whole thing. Like he thought like he put that record out and like he's like the world would stop, people would stop eating donuts, no one's gonna serve coffee. The whole world is gonna stop in amazement at the Life of Pablo record. My man, it didn't happen. It ain't gonna happen. The shit is weak. You said you made the best record ever. You didn't even make your best record ever. Okay, what else happened on the Grammys that set me off? Because I was ready to go upstairs and go to sleep. I was ready to go upstairs, shut it down, wash my face. I have a whole process before I go to bed. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. Sometimes I floss. I put on my little skin creams and anecdotes, for my sun-damaged, pale Jewish skin. And I do my little routine. I don't need to share all the specifics. That's as specific as it's going to get today, folks. I put on my Burt's Bees, and I do what I need to do to go to sleep. I read. I watch a lot of shitty TV. I toss and turn. I go through the list of reasons why I hate myself and love myself. It's a double-edged sword. I don't know. What else happened? That show, Hamilton won a Grammy. They did a live performance, and I'm not going to shit on it. I know a lot of people love it. My sister Claudia, we haven't gotten into arguments, but she loves it. But if I asked her to tell me one song by Big Daddy Kane, she wouldn't even know who the fuck I was talking about. And the point of what I'm saying is that if you love Hamilton and you think you love that kind of music, why is that the only rap music that I bet the majority of people know about, but that are singing and dancing to this Hamilton shit? And I know the Hamilton guy, obviously he loves hip hop. I know the Roots are a part of the whole Hamilton thing and they produced it. But if you think Hamilton is dope, why don't you go get Midnight Marauders? Why don't you get Illmatic? Why don't you like other hip hop? Why do you just like Hamilton? Again, not shitting on the Hamilton dude. I seen his story. I know he's about his shit and he loves hip hop. But I'm talking about the fans. If you think that's so great, put on 3 Feet High and Rising. You'll fucking get your mind blown. You think that's so great? Get Black Moon's first album. Your fucking head will explode. So what else happened during the Grammys? At one point, Common was up there with the every year. Some business guy has to go up there and talk, give his speech. So they brought Common and the business guy who I don't know what the fuck he is. He's the head guy from the Grammys. He went up there and they broke it down saying that the musicians only get a penny for every song downloaded, which I think is a joke. You think that it's a coincidence that Elton John was at Coachella last year? You think 70-year-old Elton John, who's played all sorts of venues, wants to be at Coachella? The reason why Axl Rose and Guns N' Roses and Stevie Wonder and every other great act is going to be touring, unfortunately, till the day they die, is because the music business is fucked up. I am not a proponent of stealing music. I pay for music. I pay for my downloads. Okay, I know everybody doesn't have, money, whatever. I pay for iTunes. I pay for Spotify. I pay for Pandora. That's my choice. I'm not with that downloading shit. I'm an artist too, so I get it. And although I have no stake in the music business, I just don't think it's right to not pay for music. That's my feeling. I don't see how you could say, I love this artist. I love this dude, I love this group, and just shit all over them and not pay for it. I just don't think it's right. I think, and when that dude said that you only get a penny for every download, I was like, damn. And you know whose fault it is? It's Justin Timberlake's fault. Well, it's not actually Justin Timberlake's fault. It's that Sean Fanning who Justin Timberlake played in that, the fuck was the name of that Facebook movie? Oh man, the Facebook movie. Oh crap. It was about Mark Zuckerberg, but that Sean Fanning Napster guy. Remember that guy? He's worth like $320 gazillion. He started all this illegal downloading shit. If I was Mick Jagger, I would get together with Keith Richards, Stevie Wonder, and Elton John, find that little fuckboy, and crack his ass real proper. He did this. He's the reason why you're at Coachella in 173 degrees wearing a duck suit, Elton John. Blame him. Blame him, Axl Rose, for having to get the Guns N' Roses back together because you guys aren't making any residuals. Let me tell you something. That sort of grandiose rock style lifestyle that the greats deserved, you're not going to see that anymore. These guys are going to be touring until the wheels come off for money, and it's bullshit. You should be able to. You should get paid for your art. You know, Beats, Rhymes, and Life, The Travels of a Tribe Called Quest, was a bootlegged before it came out. I know what it felt like. When they told me that movie was on the internet, I felt like I had gotten raped and robbed. Like I felt like my house had gotten robbed, like my soul, a piece of my soul had gotten robbed. A lot of people won't understand, but if you spend 3 years working on something, whether it's good, bad, a piece of shit, whatever you want to think about the movie or the record, and it gets put out there without you knowing it, your hard work, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. I don't support it. I don't watch bootleg shit. I make bootleg videos on Instagram, of course, but that's, that's a whole other thing. Alice Cooper performed with that dude from Joe Perry and Johnny Depp. I don't know what kind of shit Alice Cooper's on. He trying to scare the shit out of people with that vampire rock shit. And Johnny Depp is so rich that he's like, fuck it. I could do whatever I want. If I want to perform with Vampire Man, I want to hang out with Coop, I'm going to do it. But I'm going to tell you something, Alice Cooper. You could put all that vampire makeup on all you want. You could wear all the fucking, the leather jackets and the weird costumes. I know a hook-nosed Jew when I see one, okay? I know. I could smell him from a mile away. Alice Cooper, I bet my fucking dick that he is a hook-nosed bagel and cream cheese eating Jew. I could see it. Okay, you ain't tricking me. And I'm going to give a shout out to you, Alice Cooper. You are definitely the most famous white person with no lips for this week. Because I don't know much about your music. I know, like you're famous. I remember seeing that you hung out with Groucho Marx, another famous hook-nosed Jew. I'm sure your music is good. I'm sure it's very specific and people like it. You seem like a nice guy. I would love to have some matzo ball soup with you. But you, my friend, are a hook-nosed Jew with no lips whatsoever. None. I have to say that probably the my favorite performance of the night, although I like The Weeknd, I don't like his hair. That shit looks like some sort of birth defect growing out of his head. But he's definitely talented, and I don't know how long you can continue having your name be The Weeknd. Like what's your fucking name? What is it? Josh, Derek, Billy, Bob? What the fuck is your name? It's not The Weeknd. It's not even just Weekend. It's The Weeknd. So do I say the? If I meet you, yo, Weeknd, I'm a big fan. What's your name, my man? Because I dig you. You're talented. I don't know what you're doing with your hair, and I want a real name. Like, what's your handle, brother? Is it Mike? What's your name? Everybody's got a name. Okay? Stevie Wonder, first of all, they somebody in Stevie Wonder's camp is truly fucking with Stevie. Are they letting him dress himself? I don't know what he was wearing. The Stevie Wonder clothing collection is similar to the Stevie Wonder bedding collection and curtain collection. It's all the same patterns. Like if Stevie Wonder had if he put out like blankets and duvets, they would also come in jackets. Because he was wearing some crazy shit. I don't know I think somebody in his camp is like, your hair looks great, Stevie. And yes, those colors make sense. They don't, Stevie. You're Stevie Wonder. You're as big and as influential and as important to music and American culture and positivity and everything and rainbows and candy and everything positive and great. Ice cream cone, sushi, whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat. Stevie Wonder is that. Okay? But it is time to cut those fucking 6 or 7 braids that are hanging off the back of your head. It's time to cut them. It's time to get rid of them once and for all. I don't know who is making these decisions. Somebody I feel like is fucking around with him. Somebody's playing games and saying, you look great. The hair looks fantastic. I'm here to tell you with love, passion, and respect, Stevie, it doesn't. And you're dressed, you literally look, I saw a carpet pattern at Bed Bath & Beyond with the same pattern as the jacket you were wearing at the Grammys. That being said, he was out there performing with a group, I don't know the name of them, I believe they're called the Hipster Fucks. Not sure, but I'm pretty sure that it was Stevie Wonder and the Hipster Fucks, and they killed a cappella. Stevie sounded great, and the Hipster Fucks doing backup were great. They killed it. A really good a cappella group, and Stevie's voice sounded rich, and just it sounded perfect. So that was probably my favorite performance. Again, I thought Kendrick Lamar gave a very passionate, dramatic performance, and I want to continue seeing what he's doing. He's definitely focused and talented, and has an agenda to bring that political voice into hip hop. And I really respect that and appreciate it. I just think that that's good. It was brave. He's doing the damn thing. I don't know what else with the Grammys. I don't know. I'm gonna save a lot of this Kanye shit for when I get moody. I don't think he's gonna join me on this episode of the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. I think I'm just gonna be going solo. And I want to tell you something. The I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is absolutely a worldwide phenomenon, and one of the premier reasons why we are a worldwide phenomenon is because we do it for the people. I am talking to you in a pair of, probably, I'm not going to check right now because I want to stay focused. I've been wearing the same boxer shorts all day, boxer briefs. I've been wearing them all day. I would guess there's some sort of shit stain on them. I'm 45. I'm not ashamed to say that. I've been wearing them. I've been driving. It's very hot in Los Angeles. I'm in the gloom tomb, alone, speaking to you. I'm doing this for you people. The I Am Rapaport podcast is sponsored by Casper mattresses, Casper, award-winning technology. The mattress is fantastic. I sleep on it every single night. Comes in 6 sizes. Shows up at your door in a box. You're going to think it's a mistake. It shows up in a rather large but not huge box, and then it unfolds into a mattress. Not like an air mattress, a real thick, like hotel quality mattress. You go to Casper.com, Casper, order the mattress, use the promo code Rapaport to get $50 off your order. If you don't like it, Casper will take your mattress away from you after 100 nights. You could sleep on it for 100 nights. If you don't like it, they will return it free of charge. They will donate it or recycle it to somebody who appreciates a great night's sleep. Okay? It's the Iron Rapaport podcast. I'm going solo in here. Fuck it. Fuck it, Miles. Fuck it, Jordan. I'm going solo. Moody's asleep. Like I said, I didn't think I was going to do this, but I'm doing it. They had the NBA Slam Dunk Contest and the Celebrity All-Star Game. I didn't make it up there. I was invited. I couldn't work it out. There was too many things going on. It was Valentine's Day. I just couldn't make it this year. I will be back next year, and I'm going to be training 3 to 4 months in advance for real to make my last push. The game is in Charlotte next year. I'm making my last push for Celebrity Game Triumph. Okay, the dunk contest. Aaron Gordon and Jewish Zach Levine. I'm pretty sure Zach Levine, who won the slam dunk contest 2 years in a row, is Jewish. I'm going to continue to claim him as a Jew until I'm directly told from somebody that he's not Jewish, because I've never met a person named Levine who's not at least a partial Jew. They went at it. The first half of the dunk contest was a joke, and then Aaron Gordon came out with Snuffleupagus or Chewbacca. I don't know what the fuck he had, but he had Snuffleupagus came out on a hoverboard, and Aaron Gordon started doing some crazy shit, and then Zach Levine started doing some crazy shit. Andre Drummond, I love you. I love your teeth, and I love the fact that you had the balls and the courage to remove the hair that was growing out of both of your shoulders. I respect that. I respect your Manscaped game. And I respect that one day you were playing with it, and then two days later, 2 games later, you're out there on the court, and everybody's like, wait, this guy was a hairy fuck. But you weren't prepared, focused, and you weren't warmed up for the dunk contest. And then before him, they had some dude, I can't remember his name, something Hammond. He came out there dressed as Michael Jackson, doing Thriller or some shit, and then missed 7 dunks in a row. You played yourself in front of Magic Johnson, George Gervin, Shaq, and everybody that was judging it. And the rest of the NBA. I think Jordan was in the building. You played yourself, Duke. You came out on some bullshit. Steph Curry, Devin Booker, I think his name is. He's 19. Fucking guy is 19. And Klay Thompson, they did their thing in the three-point contest. The fact that this kid, Devin Booker, who plays for the Phoenix Suns, if you don't know anything about him, I mean, he's a good player. He's 19 playing in the NBA. Kobe Bryant, I think, is 37. So that means, like, he grew up. I mean, Kobe Bryant's been playing in the NBA longer than this guy's been alive, and he's out there playing with Kobe for the Phoenix Suns and in the three-point shootout. He made it he did great, but then Klay Thompson won. You know all this. I don't need to give you all the details. This isn't ESPN. This isn't Fox Sports 1. You want all the details and all the play-by-play, you turn to them. You know how we do it here at the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast. We go raw dog. We go without a bag. I was planning on releasing the Tom Green episode, and now I'm freestyling this episode. Miles, let me get some funk. I need to drink a little water. Give me a 15, 20 second pause of funk, something funky, and I'm gonna keep rocking. I just need to get a little water. All right, I'm publicly endorsing Bernie Sanders. He gets it. He gets my public endorsement. I know it means a lot to him and to his campaign. They've been waiting. Trust me, I've gotten phone calls. I've gotten phone calls from Ted Cruz. Is his name Ted Cruz? I don't fucking know. Hillary's people have hit me up. The Obamas have said, "Who are you going to back, Rapaport?" It means a lot. And I decided when I was watching the debate the other day that I'm gonna rock with Bernie Sanders. And I gotta be totally honest. I don't know the majority of his policies. I couldn't break down why I'm gonna vote for him. But I'll explain to you this. When I hear him speak, I feel like this is a trustworthy person. Not to say that Hillary isn't trustworthy. I think she's more of a politician. I think Bernie Sanders is like, fuck it, I'm 74. I've been in politics a long time. I want to try to do my best to make things right. I don't like to discuss politics and all that shit too much because I don't have any real strong stances on it. But I heard him talking Friday during the debate. Was it Friday? It might have been Thursday. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. But I made my public endorsement. It's Bernie Sanders. And it ain't just because, I mean, he is about as Jewish as it gets. It doesn't get any more fucking Jewish. That doesn't mean shit to me. I like that. I'm fascinated by the fact that he's gotten this far. I think that this presidential campaign, the fact that a Jew, a woman, and Donald Trump are the three frontrunners right there is the good, the bad, the hopeful, and the ugly of the United States. It's fascinating. All three of them are like freak shows. Trump is he's a freak show. Hillary looks, I just feel like, I don't know if she wants to be president or she just wants the legacy. She came out for the debate the other night in the Kill Bill Uma Thurman outfit. I don't know what, see, she came out in a Kung Fu muumuu, looking crazy. I just don't get the passion from her. Now, of course, I want Dollar Bill back in the White House. I feel like his support is valuable, extremely valuable. But she just seems like she's a shook one. She seems like she's, you know, Mob Deep. She's a shook one. She just doesn't seem like she has it. And as fucking crazy as Trump is, he's hyped. He wants to be president. And he's turning it into a street fight, whether you like him or not. And Bernie, same thing. Like, I feel like Bernie really cares. I feel like I could sit down with him. He could explain things to me. I feel like who was I going to sit down with and explain politics in layman's terms? Out of those three people, I say Bernie Sanders. And I say that God bless him. I'm voting for him. Air Bernie. He gets my public endorsement. I feel like another thing is that him being in the White House, as opposed to Trump or Hillary, will get me potentially in the fucking White House. And trust me, if I get in the White House, it'll be a big deal. Not just for me, but for everybody. Because trust me, there's never been the likes of somebody like me in the White House. And I know there's some creeps that have been in the fucking White House. And I'm not even talking about the celebrities. I'm talking about just the politicians. There's some fucking scumbag criminals that have been in the fucking White House. But if I get in there, I'm gonna take a shit right in the toilet. You know, I'm gonna clean myself with White House presidential toilet paper, and it's just gonna be. Trust me, I'm gonna Snapchat. I'm gonna Periscope. I'm gonna tweet. I'm gonna do it all if I get in there. Trust me. So that's that. I'm endorsing Bernie Sanders, and I'm looking forward to sharing a beautiful, thinly sliced like glass, some lox, so some cream cheese, some capers, some thinly sliced tomatoes, and some red onions. We're gonna do it. An everything bagel toasted. You, me. I don't even know if he has a wife. Bernie Sanders, you look good. I don't know what happened to your upper lip, but I feel like even without an upper lip, you're the guy to be the president of the United States. And I say that sincerely. All right, so when I'm in here doing the I Am Rapaport podcast alone, and it's an impromptu thing like this, one of my favorite things to do to keep myself going, because I'm not cutting. This is raw dog. This is about as raw dog without a bag as it gets. I imagine, there was one night in, I remember there was a night in 93 or 94 in a trip. I was in North Carolina for a 2-night stay, and I went raw dog without a bag, me and this young lady, and I regretted that. But what this podcast right here is about as raw dog without a bag as it gets. And one of the things I love to do is pull out the Truey app on my phone because it's a conversation starter. It's a podcast conversation starter. And it's TRUEEY. I open up the app, and the app essentially asks questions, and you decide whether you agree or you don't agree. You vote yes or no. So like the first question it says here on the Truey app right now says, I own an unregistered gun. And that is, and no, I don't own an unregistered gun. And I don't think that that's smart. So that's the answer to that. But it's a good question. I've seen the same band in concert 6 or more times. Fuck no. I have not. Nah, maybe I have. Maybe over a long period of time, maybe I have. I'd say I seen Tribe. Yeah, I seen Tribe. Yeah, Tribe. I seen Jay-Z. Yeah, I have to say yeah. Yeah, my answer to that is yes. See, this is why I like the Truey app. It could have been no, but it's actually yeah. And I think a lot of that, the answer to a question like that is based on how old you are. The next question, I don't like watching films in 3D. No, me neither. The glasses slip off my nose. They fog up. If I had instead of glasses, some 3D goggles, like some Kareem Abdul-Jabbar shit, I think that I wouldn't be as annoyed with it. Or I had customized goggles. Other than that, it's like I'm 45. Okay, save that for the little kids when they go see Finding Nemo Part 2. The majority of the people said 71% agreed that they don't like it and 29% disagreed. The question now is, I'd rather find true love than have unlimited money. Let me think this through. I'd rather find true love than have unlimited money. But if you have unlimited money, you can pay somebody or a group of somebodies to act like you have true love. So the way I'm feeling right now, I'm going to say I'd rather have the unlimited money. It's tight. 49% agree they'd rather have the love. 51% want the money. See, you got to think it through. If you have unlimited money, you're going to find true love, whether it's real or not. It's going to seem real. So I'm going to go with the unlimited money. I know it's shallow, but like I said, I'm in here going raw dog without a bag on the Truey app. I have tooted when standing in line at Disneyland. Tooted. Does that mean farted? I don't know what that means. I toot everywhere and anywhere. I try not to do it loud, but if I got to fart, I'm going to fart. I do it online at Starbucks all the time. When I'm in my car, I do it with or without passengers. So I'm going to say, yeah, I'm not going to fully answer that. Last question on the Truey segment of the week. Illegal immigrants should be tattooed with numbers. See, this couldn't have been a Jew who put that up. No, you can't. No, you can't tattoo illegal immigrants. There's got to be a way to keep track of them and file it, get their paperwork all fixed up. 20% of them agree. You're sick fucks. 80% of them don't agree. Man, I don't know. This is sort of an impromptu. Like I said, I don't know. Also, Kanye West, he's saying he's $54 million in debt. And he asked Mark Zuckerberg for a loan because he's the greatest in the world, and Mark Zuckerberg should give him $1 billion. I think that's what he asked for, to invest in his ideas. What the fuck? You think that Mark Zuckerberg, one of the richest guys in the world, is a dummy? You think he's fucking stupid, Kanye? He listening to the record. He knows you're all fucked up in the game. Listen. Here's what should have tipped you off that you shouldn't have released this record. When you play that shit and every single one of the Kardashians gets up and dances like that shit is hot, you should know better than to release it. If Kim Kardashian and the rest of the Kardashians and Caitlyn Kardashian and Kris Kardashian and all them are telling you that shit is dope, think twice. And I know that's your wife. I don't mean to disrespect the wife. And I'm talking about the public persona. But at Madison Square Garden, you played your record. There's a clip of the Kardashians dancing and shit like they like fucking God himself was playing music. No. When Kylie Jenner thinks your shit is dope, second guess it. That's a litmus test. Anybody in hip hop. When Kendall Jenner and Caitlyn are saying that shit is that's that shit, be aware, be very aware. You know what I'm doing? I go to two places to work out. I go to a hot yoga place, and I also go to a gym. And now I'm harassing them because in my hot yoga class the other day, and now it's a hot yoga workout class, so it's yoga in a hot room, and it's called Yoga Sculpt. Now I haven't gotten sculpted yet. There's nothing about my body except for my calves and my I have great legs. I have great fucking legs to the point where I actually get complimented on a regular basis by people when I'm walking down the street that they will actually say, yo, you got great legs. Or, yo, you got good fucking calves. It's weird. I don't know. It's just genetics. My legs they're fucking awesome. They're like a dancer's legs. Great feet too. They don't move fast or jump high, but they look like they could do some things. They look like I have like ballerina legs, but for a guy, like a guy ballerina legs. I have great legs. That's all I'm saying. But I was in a hot yoga class, a yoga sculpt. So it's like yoga, but with weights. So it's like yoga and then you work out sort of like there's like cardio, blah, 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 blah. And I'm demanding now that before you go into a class, the teacher needs to post the workout on the website. So before I get there, I can make a decision if I want to take these fucking people's classes. I was in a hot yoga class the other day, which is brutal. Now, a good hot yoga class, the music, there's one guy who'll play like some jazz, like some Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, they get played a lot in hot yoga. I don't know why. But, it's groovy, it's soulful, but it's not like intrusive. It's funky. Erykah Badu, like incense. They'll play D'Angelo, Stevie Wonder, some low-key funk, soul. I'm open. Maybe a little bit of world music if it's not, too crazy. And like, but it's never like yoga music. It's never like, birds chirping and all that stuff. This class I went to the other day, the music was blasting fucking loud. And every class sort of climaxes into like a really, really hard part. And the song of choice during the really, really hard part, during a yoga class, was the 69 Boys. I believe that's the name of the group. Or the 619 Boys. Tootsie Roll. Cotton candy, human dough, let me see your Tootsie Roll. This isn't a 9-year-old's birthday party or a lacrosse game, Division II college lacrosse. I'm in a hot yoga class in Studio City. I don't want to hear Tootsie Roll. I should not have to hear Tootsie Roll ever, unless I'm at like a birthday party, Disneyland, or some place that I do not want to be. Okay? Nobody should be playing Tootsie Roll in any sort of yoga studio, let alone any sort of workout class. So I demanded that from going forward, these people post their fucking music list and I make a choice. I don't want to go. And I want some diversity with the music. I was in another class the next day, my workout class, where you're jumping, you're doing weights, you're on a fucking treadmill. This guy was playing razor blade EDM the entire time. Like razor blade. Maybe you want to cut yourself with a razor blade like that. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, for 60 minutes of this shit. But it's hard enough for me to work out anyway. Deep into the workout, I can't hear bath salt music. I can't hear music that makes you want to drown yourself to get away from the sound. So I hit them up too. I said, yo, number one, you shouldn't be allowed to play techno, EDM, whatever the fuck you call it nowadays, the whole class, because then it should be called a techno or EDM class. So you should know, okay, this guy's going to play techno or EDM the entire time. I found myself wanting some fucking Katy Perry, some Taylor Swift, and some One Direction. That's how fucked up this guy had me. I was like, please play Katy Perry. Please play One Direction. Just let me get some NSYNC greatest hits. Anything. Any fucking thing. My standards was, I literally was like hoping for Taylor Swift to come on. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. If you're going to play just that razor blade, it should be called, the razor blade workout at 9:30 on Sunday. Come, freak yourself out. I'm going to blast your senses with a bunch of fucking, South Florida, Israel, Greek fucking beach music. And then you go, okay, well, I'm not going to go to that. And I complain. And trust me, I'm going to ride these motherfuckers until this gets put up there. So I know what I'm getting into. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. All right, so this is what we got coming up. 100% soft-ass t-shirts are up. They're being sold. We're pre-ordering now. This is what I can tell you. Fair prices, and I guarantee they're the softest fucking t-shirts. We have the Black History Month logo, the red, the black, and the green. We have the Jake t-shirt. The t-shirts are fantastic. It's easy to find. Look at me on Twitter. Look at me on Facebook. Look at IamRapaport.com. I promise you the t-shirts are great. I love them. I wear them all the time. true story. The other day, I met Fafa Fui, Baba Booey, Fafa Gooey for lunch. He was wearing a soft ass When the Garden Was Eden t-shirt. And you know what was even funnier? Is I was wearing the same soft ass When the Garden Was Eden t-shirt. I wear my own t-shirts not to promote myself, but because they're so fucking soft. That's the fact, jacked. Tom Green episode on Friday coming up. Interviewed him, great, insightful, funny. That dude's hugely influential. Let me tell you something. All that, and I love Jackass and Johnny Knoxville, but nobody was on MTV doing shit before Tom Green. Nobody was on MTV pranking, scaring the shit out of their parents before MTV. Steve-O, Knoxville, none of those dudes. Tom Green set that whole thing off. Like, he brought that modern day, Andy Kaufman type of humor, that, like, you know, that Zach Galifianakis. He was doing that before them. So we have a great interview with him on the next podcast. I don't know what else to tell you. Ooh, yo, I'm sorry I had to do this alone, but it had to be done. I hope you enjoyed it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, and I'm out.